Hello, everyone. My name is Aaron West, and I am here to talk about RWBY. And if you don't know what RWBY is, it is spelled RWBY and is an American anime made by Rooster Teeth. Yes, you heard me correctly. I said an American anime, not from Japan. Now, this is a theory video about, multiple things in RWBY. Mainly, the shattered moon, the god of light, and the silver eyes. Now, if you have not seen RWBY, then I don't know why you're watching this video. You should go check it out and then come right back to this video. Now, if you are not up to date on RWBY and have not seen at least up to Volume 5, if not even the current episodes, then go watch those and come back, because there will be spoilers ahead. This is your last chance. I will give you a few moments to click out of this video if you do not want to be spoiled. Okay, your chance is over. Now, to really get into this theory, we need to go back to the beginning to understand exactly the connections between all three of these mysteries and hopefully to answer a few of the unanswered questions. Now, are silver eyes connected to the moon? Well, we know at least one person with silver eyes can be connected to the shattered moon, and that is Summer Rose in the song Red Like Roses, where she says, "For an eternity, I'm shattered." I think that this line is metaphorical, and it is mostly meant for the song, but also meant to connect the moon to the silver eyes. To really understand what the silver eyes are and what they do, then you need to go back to the end of Volume 3 with the conversation between RWBY and Crow, where Crow tells her that she's special, like her mother, and that these silver-eyed warriors could kill a Grimm with a single stare, and that they were the best, and that even the Grimm feared them. But why? What do silver eyes do? Well, there's the scene with RWBY where she freezes a dragon Grimm, but she didn't kill it with a single stare like Crow said. Well, to understand what silver eyes are and what they really do, we need to understand the Grimm and the fact that the Grimm feared them. Well, clearly, silver eyes and Grimm seem to be opposites. That the Grimm is the ultimate foil to the silver-eyed warriors, and vice versa. What we know about the Grimm is we know that they do not need to feed, that they choose to, that they were created by the god of darkness, and that they seem to be pure evil. Well, they were made by the god of darkness, so obviously they are pure evil. They were created simply to destroy and kill. And according to Salem and the World of RWBY video, in the end, killing is all that matters. We know that humans cannot really learn much about the Grimm because they fade away in a cloud of black smoke somehow. Ultimately, we do know that the Grimm seem to be darkness incarnate, the very incarnate of darkness, that they are darkness and that humans are the light. At least that's what Pyrrha says. Now we learn from Crow in a much needed talk in Volume 4 that mankind can be both light and dark, but yet the Grimm are pure darkness. And if the silver eyes are the opposite of Grimm, the ultimate foil, then a silver-eyed warrior is not darkness, but light. What happens to the dark when you turn on a light? It fades away. The Grimm fades away. A silver-eyed warrior can kill a Grimm with a single stare. Why? Because they have the light in their eyes. They turn on the light, and the Grimm is killed and faded away. But if that is true, then why could not RWBY kill the Dragon Grimm at the end of Volume 3? Well, depending on how much the darkness fades away, also depends on how big of a light. Simply the best answer I can come up with is that her light was not strong enough to completely destroy the darkness inside that particular Grimm. Had it been one of the much smaller Grimm, it probably would have died instantly. But this was a much larger, more dangerous Grimm. Therefore, it simply froze it. The Grimm is frozen. It is stuck there and cannot move any closer. Just like darkness cannot come any closer to the light. Now, that explains what the silver-eyed warriors are. They are the embodiment of light, living light incarnate, just as the Grimm are darkness incarnate. Now, we do know that the god of darkness created all the darkness and all of the evil things such as famine, fire, destruction, etc. But if he literally created darkness and night, would he create the moon? No. The moon came from the god of light. And this is how Silver Eyes connects to the moon. The moon is a light in the dark. The silver eyes are the light in the dark of the Grimm. Where did these silver-eyed warriors come from? Well, obviously the god of light created them, since the god of darkness created Grimm. But why is the moon shattered? Where did the silver-eyed warriors get these light powers from? Well, man was created from dust, as was the silver-eyed warriors, but not the dust on earth, or dust crystals, or whatever all the dust-powered stuff is. We still don't even know everything about that. They were created from the dust of the moon. The god of light created the moon so that man and the animals and everybody could have a light in the dark during the nighttime. He created the silver-eyed warriors after creating mankind with his brother, most likely, seeing that man needed a light in the dark against the Grimm. So he took the dust of the moon, broke it, he broke the moon, and formed many silver-eyed warriors. Now, that is why the Grimm fear the silver-eyed warriors. See, the Grimm have been there from the beginning. So have the silver-eyed warriors. Now, we know now that the silver eyes is a rare trait, but it wasn't always that way. And we do know that silver eyes can be passed down through genetics now, since Summer Rose had silver eyes, as does Ruby Rose. But the broken moon, no one's ever questioned it, because it's always been there. It's always been broken from the beginning, because the god of light broke off pieces of the moon, taking the dust of the moon and forming these silver-eyed warriors. The moon is a very representation of light, power. It's light power. powers through the darkness. So to create light warriors, they must be created from the light of the moon. And that is about it. We do not know much more than the things I have said in this video. We do know that no one has ever seemingly questioned the shattered moon. We do know that the silver eyes are now a rare trait, which means most of them have probably been killed out. We don't know how. We don't know the silver eyes' effect on people. We do know what it does to the ground, but not much. But this theory does seem to work with the canon that the show has offered. And it does seem to connect. There have seemed to be small hints of drawing connections between the god of light, the silver eyes, and the moon. This theory would wrap it all up and connect the dots. But that's just my theory and my thoughts. The real question is, what do you guys think? Please leave a comment down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed this theory and enjoyed this video. And I will see you next time.